Well, hello there, everybody. Hope you're all doing okay under the circumstances. Well, I have a feeling I'm going to need Vorail and the community as a source of support with all that's going on. Things seem to be going from bad to worse, and I dare say they're going to get worse before they get better. Uh, I'll be okay, but there are going to be times when I get anxious or even fed up, and I'm sure the community, whether it's just by listening to other people's posts or by posting myself, will be a great support, as it usually is to people. I mean, there are so many people who come on here, and people generally are very kind and supportive. I'm in one of the possibly at risk groups due to some quite major surgery I had in the past, which was, for a autoimmune type disease, Crohn's disease. That was done, which led to me having to have some further surgery to reverse what they'd had to do the first time 10 years later. And as part of that, my immune system is not as it should be, and then I also developed some heart problems. My blood pressure was raised, possibly not helped by the fact that during the time when I had a stoma, my nutrition wasn't as good as it might have been, no matter how I tried. I couldn't seem to get a good balance on that, and so that possibly did some damage to the heart, and as a result of that I developed atrial fibrillation. Now I've got that under control by increasing exercise and once again using another medication to keep that under control. So therefore I'm considered to be in an at-risk group, but it's striking that balance between doing what you're advised and not hiding away. I'm hoping still to be able to do, I try and walk a good brisk walk about 3 times a week. I try and aim for 7,500 steps, which is the level I've set myself at, being 64 and with the health conditions. And the last couple of weeks I've only managed 2 walks per week, but I'm hoping to get back into line with 3 per week. To keep because the atrial fibrillation, one time I was having an episode about every 12 weeks, which would last 3 or 4 days, where the heart was out of rhythm. And it was just a case of resting up as best I could and taking the medication until it passed. But since I've started this regime back, the last episode I had was back last July, end of July. So as you can see, I've got a lot longer without an episode, and I'm hoping to continue that way. But I must confess that I can't help being a little anxious and a little worried, about the future. Luckily, I've got a husband with me, so there's somebody to support me through it. But it's always nice to have somebody who, if you like, can look at it from an outside point of view and not feel so. Obviously, he's close to the problem, so it's difficult for him. He worries, of course he worries, as I worry about him, if he's got problems. But as I say, having this app here, even if it's only to listen to folks posting, and I particularly like the distracting posts where people are singing and explaining things about playing music and all that kind of thing, and finding out about other people's lives and what goes on in America and other countries. Yeah, so yeah, I shall be listening along and enjoying the comfort of being part of a community. I think this Vorail community is a wonderful thing and worth every penny of the annual subscription, for me anyway. So, as I say, long may it be so. And as I say, hello to anyone who I have posted to and who I've had chats with, and I shall no doubt be posting to you separately and dropping in on people and commenting on what they've done and what have you, because I'm likely to have a lot more time to be able to do it, because I think life could be a lot more restrictive in the near future, if only so that I don't have to clog up a bed in the National Health Service. So anyway, as I say, thank you to all of you out there. I enjoy listening to everybody's posts that I managed to get round to listening to. I can't promise that I listen to every single post. Well, I don't think that would be possible, but and I certainly join in where I feel perhaps I can add something, or just to give a bit of support or whatever. And of course, I've taken part in the spelling bees that Lyndon did, and thoroughly enjoyed those. Never likely to win it, but I took part anyway. So I'll sign off for now, and I shall keep looking at posts and sending messages and private messages to people who I already know, and even some that I don't. And if I see something that I think warrants a private reply, and I'm more than happy for people to post to me if they would like to. So anyway, I'll say bye-bye for now, and thank everyone on Vorail for making this such a good app, in my opinion.